You know, how things, I guess, didn't work out, but you guys were hoping for better.
Yeah. Listen, I think it's all for the best. You know, certainly for him, I think it appears that he's going to get a great opportunity there. You know, we basically had two feature backs, you know, with Mark and with Adrian, and then obviously that was before drafting Kamara, and obviously seeing the contributions that he's been able to have, and you know, the expanded role. So there's only so many balls to go around, and obviously I think there was just an odd man out, and it seemed to be, you know, Adrian. Which, listen, I really appreciated the time with him. You know, I felt like he was a great teammate. Really loved his work ethic, and you know, the time we were able to spend throughout the off season and through training camp and even in the first few weeks. I know obviously it was frustrating for him not to be able to get the reps that I think he was accustomed to getting, and I think what he had hoped for and planned for. But again, I think this is all for the better, and allows us to move forward, allows him to move forward with another opportunity where it looks like he's going to get probably a significant amount of time.
Do you feel like this, I guess, kind of puts you guys back in the rhythm for what you're accustomed to being with, I guess, with Mark and with Alvin, and kind of, you know, not having to figure out how you're going to distribute?
Yeah. I mean, it does. You know, when you think about the rhythm of a game and the amount of plays that you're trying to run and your balance between run and pass, and even in our passing game, you know, we look at that as an extension of the run game at times. You know, there's you know, the backs play a big role in that. So I'd say that obviously those guys have shown what they can do, you know, in all situations. You know, I think that they're two very complete backs, you know, that can be in any given situation, whether that's running between the tackles or outside the tackles, or you know, catching balls out of the backfield, splitting them out, picking up protection. You know, those guys can do it all.
You guys have lost the Lions 3 years in a row now.
Yeah.
I mean, why do you think they've given you such trouble?
You know, I can remember each one of them too. You know, I think last year was probably one of our more poor performances that we've ever had, certainly that I can remember. That's not, you know, that's not the type of team we are, and certainly that's not, you know, that's a bad taste in our mouth right now. So we always have a lot to prove. We certainly have a lot to prove right now, being that I think that we've turned the corner, you know, this year. Kind of done with the first quarter of our season, you know, 2-2, but we've won the last two. I feel like we're an ascending team who's continuing to play better. But this will be a great test for us, because I think that the Lions are a very good football team, and certainly I'd say they probably have some confidence, you know, coming in, knowing that they beat us the last 3 times. But just we got to put together our best plan in order to beat them.
How important is it for you guys to get over 500? I mean, you've been on the cusp the last couple of years.
I'm not thinking about over 500 or anything like that. You know, it's the next game, but it's a very important game. It would be a very important win, I think, just in our, you know, in our maturation process and for our season.
Drew, how personally do you take the sort of quest of trying to get back a home field advantage you guys haven't really had for the last 3 or 4 years now?
You say home field. Well, you say home field advantage.
Well,
I mean,
it's.
Listen, we need to play better. We need to play better at home. We haven't. Yeah, I don't know what the exact record is over the last 2.5 years, but I know that there was a time when I think teams dreaded coming and playing in the Dome, and there's no reason why it can't be like that again.
Sure. Larry Warford obviously going against his old team.
Yeah.
What have you seen from him so far this year?
Larry's having a great year. He fits in great here. He's been a great addition, and you know, that's such a stout group up front, and a great group of leaders too, and just the way that they work and the way they are in the locker room, and just, you know, I think they set the tone, you know, for our offense, both run game, pass game. So I think you know, I'm sure there's added motivation. I know how it was to play with Chargers for the first time, you know. So for everybody, I'm sure there's that added motivation, especially for him.
What stands out to you about his